Alright, hey guys, here we are with the crate challenge. Today we're going to be playing a slightly weird deck. This is SRPSS's Nod Mutant Marauder Chem Buggy deck. He's been tearing it up in the Colosseum and in the Internal with this quite a lot. So we're going to be trying it out. I think it's pretty powerful. I've tried it a little bit on ladder, where actually I'm a little under-leveled on ladder with this deck, and it's still been performing quite well. So, should be good. The rewards for this look pretty good. We'll have to wait and see what the costs are. I assume it's $275 for regular and $600 for premium like normal. But this is a lot of rare crates. Like there's a 6 here, a 6 here, 3 here, and it looks like actually it's a lot of crates. So we'll run the numbers later, but my default says, like at a glance, this looks very good. Look, like there's 1, 2, 3, there's 4, 5 epic crates for 10-0 as well on the premium track. So yeah, let's get started. It looks like it's going to be a good value event.
Establishing battlefield.
So here we go. Game 1. So we're going to open with Harvester on this event. And against Nod, we're going to go lasers first. Because if they bike rush me and I open War Factory, I have nothing that can actually kill bikes quickly. So we're going to go lasers first against Nod. Against GDI, we can open wheels. Because they don't have a good rushing unit outside of the jump jet, which wheels can kill. But against Nod, we're going to open with lasers. He's opened wheels. We got a little bit of a bad exchange there, but we're going to set up our laser squads together and get a good defensive line against his wheels. Now, the plan is for him to go into barracks and then flamers or militants, and then we'll make the chem buggy to fight that. Just checking if he has 2 harvesters. He does. He has his own chem buggy. Okay, so we're going to make a stealth tank to kill his chem buggy. And then we can send that to harass his harvester as well. And we'll make some lasers to support it. Alright, he's got his own lasers. We're going to back up. Go after his harvester. We'll make our own chem buggy to fight his lasers. Unfortunately, I didn't quite get the harvester there. That's kind of annoying. We'll send the chem buggy to kill his lasers and finish off the harvester. There we go. So we get the harvester. Gonna get the pad. Quick take the missile. Nice, get the missile. Okay, so now we're going to make the Marauders. Marauders will actually beat Chem Buggy 1v1. If I'd had some Marauders earlier, it would have been pretty good. Alright, here come the Chem Buggy. We're going to get the Marauders on it. As you see now, the Marauders absolutely annihilate it. They're really good at killing vehicles. He's going after my harvester, so we'll get another couple of Marauders out. Basically, the game plan with this deck is just to have a ton of Marauders and then protect them with Chem Buggy and Stealth Tank. So that's what we're going to be doing. As you can see, the Chem Buggy doesn't really answer Mutant Marauder at all. So, this guy didn't appear to have very much infantry, so he cannot beat Mutant Marauder.
Mission accomplished.
So we'll take a quick look at that guy's deck. Pretty sure he just didn't have an anti-infantry infantry. Yeah, so he's relying on Chem Buggy to kill infantry, which doesn't work against Mutant Marauder.
Establishing battlefield control.
Okay, so we're against Nod again. We're gonna go Harvester into lasers.
Building online. Unit ready.
Alright, looks like we've got the mighty Scarab rush. So we're going to pull back the harvester. Wait until we have wheels to answer these scarabs.
Unit ready.
Go and get rid of this one.
Unit ready. Unit offline.
So we'll remove this scarab and then go back to harvesting.
Unit offline. Unit ready.
So this is how you beat scarabs. Like, you can just throw units into them. And then whilst the scarabs are gone, you just reset up and make sure they don't get more units onto the field.
Unit ready.
And then we're just going to throw 2 wheels at this scarab, which will kill it.
Unit offline.
And then we take the missile.
Unit offline.
Now we're going to make mutant marauders and go after his harvesters.
Unit ready. Unit offline. What's over there? Unit offline.
Okay. So now he doesn't really have an answer to my mutant marauders. And he can't move the scarabs in because of the wheels defending them. So we're just going to farm his harvesters. We're actually going to move our harvester to the pad because we're just obviously going to have infinite money now. I don't know what's in this guy's deck. Maybe it's 5 tech units. Kind of looks like it might be 5 tech units because he's just building harvesters. So we're going to block him from harvesting. I don't want him to get any money at all. Here comes a Widowmaker. Widowmaker also doesn't actually beat Mutant Marauders. Mutant Marauders are absolutely insane versus vehicles. And yeah, very easy win. I don't know what our guy's deck was, but it was clearly completely unplayable.
Enemy base destroyed.
Go take a look. Okay, so he did have Chuggy. This is a horror. I mean, that's just one of the most unplayable decks I've ever seen.
Establishing battlefield control. Three, two, one. New objective available.
Tiberium is calling.
Building
Okay.
online.
Gonna go laser opening against Nod. He's got the militant, so we're gonna need to run away and wait until we have wheels.
Laser squad, power and precision.
I'm gonna try and stall the missile because I think my deck actually is favored the longer the game goes on.
Unit ready.
Lasers
So I want to set up with expensive units.
your command. Laser squad, power and
Here
precision.
comes his lasers. So now we want to make a Chuggy. Need to try and preserve my laser squad till I get Chuggy out. There we go.
As he desired.
Unit offline.
Venom, that's surprising. Okay, so Venom is actually quite good against me. This deck I think is a little weak to air.
Unit offline.
But it looks like we're going to fire the missile. That's nice. Cool, we do fire the missile. And here comes some bikes. So we get the Marauders and sit the Chuggy behind the Marauders. And then the Chem Buggy can raid it in and out and kill all the infantry that goes after the Marauders. Comes a Banshee, so that means we make a Stealth Tank.
Unit ready.
Easy. So as you can see, this is basically the game plan of the deck. Is to set up a Mutant Marauder wall and then to use Stealth Tank and Chemical Buggy to kill anything that might threaten your Marauders.
Unit ready. Unit ready.
And as you can see, pretty effective strategy.
Nuclear weapon launched. Objective complete. Establishing battlefield control. Directive received.
Carefully now.
So against GDI, we're going to open wheels. Yeah, he's opened infantry. That's good. So we're going to back up and make a second wheel.
Unit ready.
And 2v1 his missiles. And he'll probably run away and make a second missile squad. If he does that, we'll go chuggy. Yep, there it is.
Unit ready.
So we're going to preserve this 4-man wheel squad and use the chuggy. I'm going to micro in and out. I'm going to put the cloud on and then retreat, forcing him to move. And then when he moves, we can raider in and give him another cloud. Basically, missiles do pretty good DPS if they're standing still, but if you can catch them while they're moving, you can kill them pretty easily. Alright, so we're going to need another chuggy because he's gone for jump jets. Normally I wouldn't like to have 2 chuggies on the field, but this one was very low hit points. And he did have the jump jets, so he's heavily investing in infantry.
Unit ready.
Again, not a huge fan of the extra chuggy, but he's only making infantry, so he's only going to make infantry. I'll just keep making chuggies. And then we're going to make Marauder to go after his harvester, because he's double harvester. And then we'll pop some flamers up, because he's only making infantry. Oh, there's some shocks. Not a big deal, because we have the chuggy ready. Alright, 1 harvester down. Titan. So we'll make Banshee for the Titan. And it looks like that's going to be game. Put a Banshee on both pads and he shouldn't be able to get on. Yep. Pretty easy.
You are victorious.
So even the Titan and the Sandstorm weren't really scary, because actually the Marauders will beat them one-on-one as well.
Establishing battlefield control.
No, Cambodia. That's a guy with a similar name. It's not actual Carlos, because as you can see, Carlos is in chat and said, "What's going on?" when he saw that guy. But yeah, I don't think that's the same dude. Unless he said, "What the hell?" because he matched me. I don't think that was you, Carlos, was it? It's just a guy with a similar name, I think. No, it's not him. It's just a guy with a similar name. So we're going to make second wheels because he's opened barracks. Yep, there's the missiles. So we'll 2v1 them. And then second missiles. Okay, so we're actually going to retreat and just make Chuggy, because Chuggy will kill both of these quite nicely. Like I said, what we want to try and do is tank with a different unit and then put the cloud down with the chem buggy. Then we can finish up with wheels on the low hit point units that have been damaged by the cloud. Alright, so we got another guy making only infantry. We're gonna make another chemical buggy. I'm gonna go scout if he has 2 harvesters. He does not. Okay, Orca is actually quite good against me. I need to make stealth tank and run it down. Okay, that's why Orca is good against me actually, because it's very difficult to run it down. Luckily, he is unable to push in, so we take the missile. Then we're going to go lasers, because we need something more permanent that can stand up against these orcas. He's going to have to trade an orca for a stealth tank pretty soon. Oh, it's not looking good for him. He's actually tanking my lasers with his orcas. and ran one of them into a stealth tank. So this has not gone great for him. I think he's probably pretty unhappy with that exchange. Oh, here comes a boosted Orca. Alright, there goes a chem buggy. Not a big deal. Got plenty of money, we'll just replace it. Comes another Orca. I'll get some more lasers. Now it's time for flamers. And we put stealth tanks on the Talons, and that should be game. Ooh. I don't know.
Establishing battlefield control. Objective received.
Alright, laser opening against Nod.
Building online. Unit ready.
Move for the Brotherhood.
On buggy, okay. So we're gonna just chill. Lasers will lose 1v1 to a buggy. We'll wait for Marauders. Marauders can actually beat 2 buggies if they don't fight them at the same time.
Taking position.
Unit ready.
So we're gonna tank with the lasers because the Marauders are worth more. Okay, the Marauders take the damage anyway, no big deal. There we go, buggy down. We're gonna try and keep these two together. I'm actually gonna go after his Harvester because I think he's probably double harvesting because it took him so long to make another unit. He's not, that's surprising, but okay. I'm making another Marauder. This might have been a misplay here. Yeah, it was a misplay. He's gone straight into air, but we do get his Harvester, so that's nice. And we'll send these Marauders at his buggy and send the lasers at these laser drones. So I've noticed there's quite a lot of people at the moment playing no infantry, pretty much. They're trying to use like buggies as their anti-infantry. That doesn't work against Mutant Marauders. Like, you will just lose the game if you play against Mutant Marauders, because Mutant Marauders absolutely dominate all vehicles, pretty much. 10 buggy is the best one against them, and even that's not fantastic. Oh, I don't know what's in this guy's deck, but clearly he can't beat Mutant Marauder. So this should be a pretty easy win. I'm gonna block his Harvester as well. Alright, I think this guy's probably not having that much fun. Okay. Weird deck from the opponent.
Objective complete.
Yeah. As you can see, he was trying to use War Factory. That doesn't work against Mutant Marauder.
Establishing battlefield control. Three, two, one. New mission received.
So against GDI, we can go wheels first.
Building online. Unit ready.
Whereas he's gone dogs first, so we want to transition into barracks as quickly as possible, I think. Because he's probably going to make a pit bull.
Building online. Unit ready.
Yep, there it is. So we'll get lasers.
His will moves with us. Glory to Nod.
I think I want to go Mutant Marauder next. Depends what he does.
Laser squad, ready for anything.
Alright, yeah, we're gonna go Mutant Marauder. He's got shocks. That's not a big deal because we've got his wheels ready. Easily kill the Pitbull. We'll get the wheels on the shocks, and then we're gonna make a Chuggy as soon as we get 60. Alright, here we go. Get the Chuggy. This is pretty much exactly what we want to be doing with this deck. We want to set up the Mutant Marauder wall, and then simply use a Chuggy to kill anything that comes after our Mutant Marauders. As you can see, this guy's deck does not seem particularly well set up to fight this. I think you basically have to have air to fight this combo. I'm going to send the damage squad after his Harvester. Looks like he's going after my Harvester, which I don't really care about too much. I'm actually just going to ignore it, but the game's about to end, so I really don't care. Alright, pretty easy win. And his unit is on my Harvester as the game ends. Like, that unit could have been used to fight. Although, honestly, his combination of shocks and pitbulls is never going to beat Marauders and Kembuggy. It has to be said, I think this combo might be slightly overpowered at the moment. I've been trying it a reasonable amount. SRPSS has been playing it as well, and it just seems very, very strong.
Establishing battlefield control.
Skelturix. I haven't played Skelturix in a while. This is a strong opponent. I'm interested to see how this goes.
3, 2, 1. New objective available.
For the crystals.
I haven't tested this deck extensively against good opponents, so
Moves with us
see how it goes.
as he desires.
Unit ready.
Move for the Brotherhood. Our lasers will melt. We'll hit the lasers. Our lasers will melt them. Taking position.
Unit ready. Unit offline.
A little bit worried about these Marauders, but if he just keeps spamming wheels, the Marauders will be good. Alright, it's Chemical Warriors. Okay, so this is actually going to be a really difficult matchup. Chem Warriors are one of the hardest things to fight because Chem Buggies don't kill them very quickly. I don't even think I can fight for this first missile, to be honest with you. Yeah. We didn't have enough money, so we can't even fight for this first missile. And it's Giga Cannon as well, okay. It looked like a second Harvester. I don't know why. Maybe for Basilisk? He might be playing Gigalist. Alright, so we got second missile.
sires.
So we can buggy in motion.
Is our
Spray in the weeds.
Unit ready.
So we trigger.
I made it.
Green machine on the middle.
Unit ready.
Freeze killer. Spray in the weeds.
Unit offline.
Suspects. There'll be one.
Unit ready.
Into Banshee.
Good day to spray. I'm your gardener.
Your command.
Cleaning on
Unit offline.
so pretty meaty. Breathing in hard.
Unit offline.
Move laser. Laser sword ready.
Unit ready.
All taking for the Brotherhood. Let's leave here.
Unit offline. Unit ready.
Fire. Kill them. Into the goblin. Lasers taking position.
Okay, it's looking pretty good.
Okay.
All right, nice.
Warhead launched.
Ooh, tough game. So a little bit of a sketchy start.
Base destroyed.
A little bit of a slow start. Shouldn't have made those marauders. There were too many wheels against me. I needed to just make lasers instead. But as you can see, the deck is pretty powerful, and you're able to come back even against chem warriors. The chem buggies can really chew through them. I was very, very close to running out of money in that game, but he was as well. I think we must have both been very money starved. In fact, he was double harvested that game for quite a lot of it. So yeah, that's probably why I was so low on money, but he was low on pop cap. So it's, you know, swings and roundabouts and all that. It's close.
Establishing battlefield control.
All right.
New mission.
Hopefully we'll have a slightly less intense one than that. That was pretty...
Building online.
So again, lasers first, because nod. We're going to back up. We're going to set up two lasers.
Your command.
Two lasers together does really well against wheels.
We'll hit them with precision. Glory to Nod. Taking position.
Okay, nice.
Lasers is with lasers charged. Your command. Lasers move for the Brotherhood. Our lasers.
I'm going to go check for double harvester. Doesn't look like it. Okay, so he's gone flamers. This is great for us because now we can make the chem buggy.
Lasers charged.
Spray in the weeds.
Kill them all.
The weeds are
Your command. Taking position.
there'll be no.
Laser squad ready.
I'm green, ready to wait.
Is
Gardener.
laser squad powering. Hit them.
Alright, pretty easy missiles. Get the marauders going.
Unit offline.
This whole time we've been harassing his harvester, so that's cool.
We're grooving and grooving. That Cermis flame strong enough.
I'm going to go after the harvester and ignore that single bike, I think.
Unit ready.
Move for the block.
I'm
Unit offline.
Lasers charged.
Single bike isn't going to do enough damage, really, to kill off my harvester in a reasonable time, so... I'm happy for him just to have pop cap. No, we'll kill it now, because he has no problem with pop cap at this point. And I have a passing unit, so why not? I actually need to lose this chem buggy and replace it with a different one. Okay. Alright, very, very convincing win there.
Pistol launched. Objective complete.
Oh, I'm level 61. Okay, last fight.
Establishing battlefield control. New objective available.
Harvester moving.
Building online.
us. We'll hit
Bike
them
rush,
with
okay.
precision. Kill them all. Our lasers
That's why you go lasers first against Nod, because of the risk of a bike rush.
Our lasers will melt.
So as you can see, this map is actually pretty easy to defend your harvester on. The only way he ever gets to my harvester is if he has a chem buggy following up. And even then, it's really hard because I can just make a mutant marauder.
Laser squad, ready for it. You'll come
So yeah, that was his rush. That's pretty much that done with. Okay, so I don't think he has a harvester, but I'm going to go check.
Laser squad, ready for anything.
Given the tech switch into barracks already. So we're going to make chemical buggy, and that should shut down. Yeah, he doesn't have a harvester. This chemical buggy will shut down his attack. And that should be game, honestly. I don't see how he comes back from this.
Laser squad, ready for it. You'll come up. His will.
Pruning our
Laser squad.
spray in the weeds.
Unit ready.
Oh, Gardner. I'm greedy meaty. Let's prune the enemy.
Glory's taking what?
Good day, green machine.
One of the dangers of this deck is killing your own marauders with your chem buggy clouds. But
All round up and
yeah, so there you go. That's probably game. I don't think he's... I'll have to wait and see, but I think he's probably done. Get stealth tank in case he goes into air.
pruning our enemies.
And then we'll start flaming his base. Okay, so we're going to go after his base. Going after their base is actually a better strategy if you're winning by a lot than it is to charge pads, because they could randomly steal the pads. There's nothing they can do about you attacking their base. And I think that should just be 10-0. Yeah, pretty easy, pretty easy. Skelturic's the hardest opponent we played. Pretty close game against him, but you could see the power of the deck. Chem Buggy plus Mutant Marauder is insane.